Welcome back, everyone, to Lore of the Shadow, where last time a couple of the adventurers that had gone into Mordor learned that Mordor is not an easy place to survive if you want to keep mentally sane.
Something has happened. A messenger has come.
The tidings that you bring of Barad-dûr are not surprise to me, but they will need to await proper consideration. Something has happened. A messenger has come. Oh, a messenger.
He wishes to speak to the king of Gondor. I do not think that is wise.
I ask that you speak with this emissary on Aragorn's behalf, Pinelore. Remember that he is not to be harmed, and it would be imprudent to be rude. But learn what he wants, and then present his request to Aragorn. Okie dokie. So, let's see. Oh, I would presume that this is the person in question. They are keeping a close look at him, it looks like.
I bring a message from Dulgabeth, the Black Word of Mordor and heir of Sauron.
I was commanded to bring my message directly to the King of Gondor. I am Yedafel. I will not return with my task uncompleted. The message is this. Dulgabeth, once mouth of Sauron, but now Sauron's heir, requests an audience with the king or steward of Gondor. I am to bring him to the bones of Barad-dûr, when Dulgabeth will meet with him and propose terms of peace. Deliver him this message, and I will bring him to Dulgabeth. All right, well, I will speak to Aragorn and see what he has to say about it. It looks like he is within the area, so he's not currently in Minas Tirith. Well, I guess that's expected.
I do not trust this emissary or Dulgabeth, his master.
I do wish to hear the terms that they would propose. I suspect that they would be no more acceptable than the last, though these come not from Sauron, but from a servant made bold by the absence of his former lord. I can trust only you with this responsibility, Pinelore. Will you treat with Dulgabeth in my behalf? Tell the emissary that you will speak with my voice and my authority. Okay, I don't think Yedafal will be happy about that, but I'm sure that Yedafal's happiness was not a consideration when he decided on this. King Elessar has decreed that I shall speak with his voice during this encounter.
You speak with the king's voice. You then I will bring.
Is the king of Gondor so cowardly that he dares not stand before Dulgabeth in all his majesty? He sends others where he is too frightened to go? This does not surprise me. You then I will bring. We will go to Barad-dûr, where my master awaits. All right. Trip to Barad-dûr. How joyous! I'm sure I'll have as much joy of it as Rongar had.
Remain on your guard, my friend. You speak with my voice, and should be free of harm. But this embassy will not be without danger.
Yeah, most likely. Let's go to Barad-dûr, a place that is filled with people who have a record of lying and deceit. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? Follow me, emissary of Gondor. You have a messenger's protection. For now. But if you stray too far, it will go badly for you. Yeah, I remember what happened to... What was it? Balakor or something like that. Did you think this tower was gone? Well, no, I did see pieces of it a little earlier on. Much of it fell when the Dark Lord was betrayed, but its bones still stand. Who but my master has the most right to Barad-dûr's secrets? I have no idea. I know nothing about Mordor politics. Behold, Dulgabeth, the Black Word, Sauron's heir and Lord of Mordor. We meet again, King of Gondor. Oh, what is this? Who art thou? I care not for thy name or thy titles. Thou art not the King of Gondor. Thou art one of the imps from the Ratland of the Shire. But I sought the king, not thee. Has Yarrowfall failed in his simple duty, or has the king proven craven? So, thou art the mouth of Gondor. The king fears to approach me, and sends his servant instead. Thou claimest to speak with his voice? Pah! I hear the cowardice in it. I remember the last time I spoke with someone's voice in it, I was asked to walk the plank after the meeting, so I can understand why he is of such a mind. Listen then, mouth of Gondor, to my offer of peace. Lord Sauron ruled through domination and sought conquest of all. The designs of Sauron's heir are not so wide. I desire only Mordor. I will rule Mordor as sovereign. The king of Gondor will recognize my rule of this land. In all things save the ordering of Mordor, I will be subservient to the wishes of thy king. The offer has a price, a small cost of what thy king will gain. There are one or two small matters that must be resolved. The king of Gondor must help me put down these challenges to my rule. Others of the Gurzul are active in Mordor and must be slain. They cannot retain the artifacts and sorceries they stole from the Dark Lord. There is another matter. The one who calls himself the captain of the pit, Ugrahor, has dispatched forces to Cirith Ungol. This tower is near to Gondor, and Ugrahor poses a threat to thy kingdom. I want Gondor to destroy this detachment, and Ugrahor who commands it. If Gondor aids me in these matters, I will gladly rule Mordor in thy king's name. Let there be peace between thy kingdom and mine. Yeah, I don't think Aragorn wants this offer. I have given you my offer, mouth of Gondor. Now it is thy duty to present it to the king. May he accept it with haste. He would be a fool to do otherwise. The good news is that the Mouth of Sauron wants peace between Gondor and his new rulership of Mordor. And the bad news is he wants us to defeat all his rivals in order to secure it.
What did the Mouth of Sauron propose this time?
I doubt that the terms of his peace are any more acceptable than they were before the downfall of Sauron. You would not think that he was on the losing side of the conflict with these terms, would you? His master lost the war, and all we have to do is wrap up Sauron's land with a festive bow and get as a gift in his former servant. Actually, there is more than that. The Mouth also wants us to help him to put down several challenges to his rule. Have any one sovereignty with less effort than this, Pine Lore? I reject the terms, as you knew I would. I will not elevate any of Sauron's servants, whether they swear allegiance to my rule or not. Dulgabeth and the others like him were evil under Sauron, and they are evil now. Tell the emissary that I am not interested in this offer, and return to me when he has gone. Oh, okay. Oh, I am to return to you when the servant is gone. Oh, okay, fine. I guess I can do that. Ah, yeah, the servant is still there. Elessar, King of Gondor, has decided to decline your kind offer.
So the King of Gondor is not only a coward, he is a fool as well.
He has placed his own seal on the order of his death. It is no matter to me. Dulgabeth will remember this when he has conquered all of Mordor and comes to Gondor to finish what Sauron had begun. Oh boy. Well, we'll see who's still standing when this is over. The messenger was not pleased.
Dulgabeth has given us a weapon to use against him.
That offer of peace may have been unacceptable, but Dulgabeth revealed the matters about which he is concerned, and by doing so has given us a valuable weapon against him. The weapon is information, right? Yeah, he has given us information, all right?
I believe you learned 2 useful pieces of information from Dulgabeth.
The first is this. The forces of Mordor are not united, and they might be turned against one another. Indeed, they may already be doing so on their own, without our assistance. He seems most concerned about his rival, who sent forces to reinforce Cirith Ungol. This rival is the one that he called Ugrakor, the captain of the pit, and I have heard tell of him before. Oh boy, have I heard tell of him, all right. He is cruel and without mercy. Yes, I believe that. And it is he who promised the Thundream of Durthan peace and gave them slaughter instead. Oh, so you have heard that? I guess you would have heard that story. The second piece of information Dulgabeth unwittingly gave to us might not be as immediately useful, but still, I want to learn what it signifies. He spoke of the Gurzul, and the name makes me uneasy for its evocation of the Nazgul. The 9 are slain, destroyed alongside Sauron, and few could rival them in malice or power. But we should tread carefully near any reminder of them. I understand that Eorzund the Wily refused the offer of a place in Gondor, and that he has haunted in the pass of Cirith Gorgor, just inside the Black Gate. See what he makes of the information that we have learned Pine lore, and follow that knowledge where it leads. Eorzund, yes. Eorzund the Informative? Eorzund has quite a set of company. Atli Spiderbane, Mithrandir, and Harthaling. Hello there, Eorzund.
I saw Yardafal ride away, muttering curses to himself. Amusing.
I take it that Gondor didn't surrender to his master? Amusing. I never liked him, or any of Dulgabeth's knights. I was wondering what you know about Ugrakor and the Gurzul. Ah, I know enough. Ugrakor and Dulgabeth hate each other. If they spent less time quarreling between themselves and more time opposing Gondor, the war might have gone differently. They say that once long ago, Ugrakor plotted to ambush and murder Dulgabeth and placed the blame on Gondor. Sauron learned of it before the plan could be executed, and he fed all of Ugrakor's servants to the fire. When he was the only one left, Sauron held him to the flames. The pain was to serve both as punishment and a reminder not to plot against Sauron's chosen servant. It left Uglakor scarred and twisted on the outside as already he was on the inside. How do I know this? To this day, Uglakor still speaks of it. While Sauron lived, the captain of the pit knew not to move against Dulgabeth. But now Sauron is gone. It cannot be long before his simmering revenge becomes to a boil, and one of them will die at the hands of the other. As for the Girzil, I know the name, but nothing more. Why don't you ask the wizard? The wizard. I will presume you mean Mithrandir here. Hello, Mithrandir. What do you know about the Girzil?
I leave the choice of path to you, my friend.
I have just finished speaking of the Girzil to Harthaland, as Iorzen well knows. I will not repeat myself for the amusement of such as he. Speak to Harthaland to learn what we know of them, which is admittedly quite little. I leave the choice of paths to you. Learning of Uglakor and Cirith Ungol will take you into Hlingris. This dwarf, Atli, has designs of exploring Hlingris, and he will accompany you there. I believe that exploration of the Girzil will require exploring to the south of Orodruin, in Talath Urui. Harthaland wishes to go there, and will accompany you thither. Follow both of these leads to their ends, and we will be well equipped to deal with Dulgabeth. Oh, wait. So we want to go to Cirith Ungol, to Hlingris, and I would presume that is to find out more about Ugrakor's detachment there, so that we will know, is there a serious threat there? As for what we're going to get in the other place, I guess we will find out. So, spiders, how joyous. Well, what do you say, Atli?
I understand you have business in Lingris. I do as well.
Have we met before? You have a familiar face for a hobbit, but it is hard to say for certain. Now, if you were a spider, I would remember every detail and count the days until I could be clear you from the face of Middle-earth. I believe my days will soon be over, but I have experienced a resurgence of health and vigor, Pinelore. I heard that the land of Mordor was opened and the Dark Lord defeated, and that meant little to me. But when news came to me of a valley in the shadow of the Morgai fence that was crawling with spiders, I had no choice but to take notice. I understand that you have business in Hlingris. I do as well, for I must introduce the crawling terrors of the Valley of Webs that the axe of Atli's Spider-Bane is still potent. I will not waste the renewed vigor of my twilight years staying at home. To adventure, Pinelore! Let us enter Hlingris, either from the fortress of Durthag or the other passes, and we will see what waits us there. Alright. What level is this quest? 110. Oh, okay, that's reasonable. And what do we have here from Harthaland?
We do not know very much about the Gorjul.
Mithrandir spoke at length to me about the Gorjul, but much of what he has to say was speculation. We don't know very much about them. They seem to have been black Númenóreans that swore to serve Sauron during the years of the Second Age, before the last alliance of elves and men besieged Barad-dûr. Many were the cruel men who sought to serve the Dark Lord in those days, but few only won his favor. Mithrandir will not say how he came to know this, but he believes that Sauron bled his favorites with the edge of Guthok his prized Morgul knife. They need no longer fear the passage of time, for by this act they were made deathless. They are like to the Nazgul, but lesser in power, and unlike those wraiths they can be slain. There will be no returning from death for such as they. I understand that you wish to add to your store of knowledge concerning the Gurzel. I will travel with you to Talath Urui. Let us first find the settlement of Fushim Bal. Reports indicate that it is a lawless settlement on the southwestern side of Ora Druid. This is level 112. So, obviously I'll go to Thingris first, since that is of a proper level for me. And that means that first we'll follow Atli Spiderbane, go into Hlingris, and see what we can do about the spiders, and of course, information of Kirith Ungol. When that's what we'll do in the next episode of Lore of the Shadow.